Are you tired of selling your cards on eBay, creating the listing, taking the pictures, front, back, shipping, non-paying bidders? Let the pros at Fanatics Marketplace do all of the work for you. I do. That's why I use Fanatics for my vaulting and for my selling. If you've got a bunch of unwanted inventory that you've been sitting on for days, weeks, months, years, ship it to Fanatics Marketplace and let them do all the work. Just make sure when you ship it, you use the promotional code Cajun, all capital letters, CAJUN, and tell them that Cajun Cardboard sent you, and let the pros do the rest at Fanatics Marketplace.
Hey guys, Brian with Cajun Cardboard coming at you from the great state of Louisiana, and today's a feel-good video. I've been accused of being a sunshine pumper, an eternal optimist, a positivity pumper, and today I am going to stay true to form. I felt like recently, I primarily dabble and swim in the Michael Jordan 80s and 90s basketball card waters, but I've kind of been doing these, Fanatics weekly auction updates on Mondays. I feel like cards are running a little bit here. Not just the Jordan stuff. We've been seeing some all-time records, some highest since 2021 sales, some highest over the last 2 years sales, and some stuff like that. And so I wanted to take a little bit of a macro look at a few players. So I just started plugging in some of the most collectible players that played from the 90s and early 2000s. And so I'm going to share those indexes with you on cardladder. One of the great features with cardladder is that you can kind of get lost in these indexes. You can search basketball cards, you can search baseball cards, you can search football, blah, blah, blah. You can do all that stuff. But you can also search for individual players, which is really cool. So let me just show you what I've got here. Of course, I'm going to start with Jordan. I didn't need an index to tell me that Jordan cards are running. Again, these indexes are only as good as the number of constituent parts within them. With Jordan, it's one of the bigger indexes on cardladder. And again, these guys, it's 3 people. There's no way they're going to be able to index every single card. I got a complaint the other day is cardladder doesn't have every parallel for Patrick Mahomes. Well, no kidding, it doesn't, because it's freaking impossible. It would take too much manpower and man hours. But you do have access to the sales history, which is every sale on every platform forever and ever, going back to who knows when. So these indexes are a little bit limited, but they do give us kind of a general glimpse. It's not a perfect science. Jordan, over the last 3 months, up 13.7%. That's a lot to grow in 90 days. That's a really, really big deal, okay? We knew Jordan was up. That's not a surprise. But what I've been noticing is damn near everybody else is up, right? I'm not talking about ultra-modern prospects. I'm not talking about, people that were, buy before the playoffs and try to flip stuff. I'm not talking about Anthony Edwards. I'm not talking about, I'm trying to think who else, SGA and those guys, and they may be up. I have no idea. I haven't looked at them. But I just pulled up the big names. LeBron James, wait a second. You're telling me that the guy that nobody wanted to even post a card about on Instagram or make a video about for the last 2 years, his cards are actually starting to run? Yeah, they are. He just won gold. And by the way, he was a freaking juggernaut. Love him, hate him, doesn't matter. The dude was an absolute monster in the Olympics, and they don't win it without him. Of course, they don't win it without Steph. They probably don't win it without Durant. They probably don't win it without the most unsung hero, which is Devin Booker. LeBron James, cards up 2.74% over the last 3 months. Next biggest collected, right? We're going in order of probably the most collected players of all time. Kobe Bryant, believe it or not, he is up 0.28%. It's green, right? If we switch it to 1 month, look at this. Now you're up 0.44%. So good indicator there for Kobe. Even over 6 months, he's up 1.23%. So Jordan up, LeBron up, Kobe up. The 3 biggest dogs in the hobby for basketball cards up. Steph Curry way up over the last 3 months. I mean, way up, 7.67% growth. And again, some of these can be skewed a little bit if some humongous, mega, gigantic monster card sells, but only if it sells for more. So it all kind of bleeds into the same result. So Steph up along with LeBron, Jordan, Kobe. Luka Doncic is up, guys. Luka Doncic over the last 3 months is up. And again, this run you're going to see is where people thought he might be able to win a ring. They found out he can't. And of course, what happens right after the playoffs? What happens? He crashes. And then look what's happened since then. Over the last 3 months, Luka Doncic up 6.79%. Up 1% over the last 1 month. And then Kevin Durant is even up over the last month. Over the last 3 months, he's down, right? But over the last 1 month, he is up 2.12%. When's the last time you heard me say Kobe is up, Durant is up, Curry is up? Those guys were suffering. Those guys have been suffering since the 2021 bubble peak. And then lastly, another legend, Shaquille O'Neal, way up over the last 3 months, 3.55%. I say way up. That's a pretty good jump over 90 days for an index, which has, you're talking about 250 total constituent parts, 328 for Durant, 731 different cards for Luka Doncic. These are high end. These are base prism PSA 8s as well. SGC 9s, right? It's all that stuff is included in there. 264 for Steph Curry, 1,000 for Kobe, LeBron 1,000, and then of course Jordan 1,000. Almost 1,800 different cards. Not different cards, but separate data points, right? So up for Jordan, up for LeBron, up for Kobe, up for Steph, up for Doncic, up for Durant, up for Shaquille O'Neal. Now, if you look hard enough, you could probably go find some players that are down, ultra-modern prospects, namely. But this is incredible to me, guys. I think this is great news. I didn't want to make a long video. You're going to be watching this on a Sunday. Again, I got this data on a Wednesday, so maybe it's going to change between now and the time that you watch this video. But it's always nice to pass along some good news on Sunday. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this quick little short video. Hit the subscribe button if you want to get more pricing updates, market looks, macro, step back perspectives of the hobby, tons of NBA content and things like that. If this is your first time watching the channel, there's some other really, really great videos out there. This is just let's kind of keep our finger on the pulse of what's going on with some of the bigger players that are collected from the 90s and the 2000s. And to me, I like up and to the right. I like it when it's green. It's more fun to talk about the hobby when things are going well. Hopefully this gives you guys a little injection of positivity to go about your Sunday with your friends and family. Thank you guys as always for watching. Keep collecting. Stay positive in the hobby. And peace.